So what's good, y'all? It's C. Will on the Passive Income Network. We have a special guest today, podcast guest, Bilal, founder of Fame Algorand. You know what I'm saying? Say what's good, Bilal.
How are you doing, my friend?
Oh,
It's
I'm
awesome
doing
to
great.
talk to you.
Yes, finally. So Bilal and I, we met a few months ago. We met through Twitter, actually, through the Fame. He was talking about Fame to me, and I'm all into Algorand. So we connected, and then here we are on this podcast, on this interview, and we've been chatting, participating in all kind of different projects virtually. So it's been great. So yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I remember actually reaching out to you. Like I saw some of your videos, and I really liked the vibe. Like it's very positive and educative, and I thought, yeah, you can be a great educator for the community, and you are actually. So that's why I reached out to you because I knew like the potential you have to teach people, like to take complex situations and problems and to teach them to the people. That's what we need. We need education so much in this field. It's so complex, like.
Yeah. It's cryptocurrency. So let's go right in real quick. Let's do a quick background so they can get a better understanding. Kind of put where you at in the world. I'm here in Portland, Oregon, and you've been on the road.
Yeah.
So just quick background on.
Oh yeah. Now I'm in Bosnia. Like I was talking actually to like the person who I rent this apartment to. Like he's a guy like so interesting, and he's been through the war. And this place here is the place that his family and himself lived during the war, and they had to escape to Croatia because of the bombing. And I posted some photos on Instagram about like the building being bombed, like everything, like it's still a bit destroyed here.
Wow.
Because the war was in 1994, 1992, 1994. So it's still recent. Like he was 13, he remembers everything, and he remembers the story, how people like started looting and like killing each other and looting and like taking advantage of the situation. And he explained me a little bit about the religions, like fighting. Yeah, horrible story.
Yeah.
But
I've heard lightly
the city is
about it.
beautiful.
Yeah, beautiful city though.
Oh yeah, Mostar is like it's incredible. It has so much history because it has been like Orthodox, Christians, Muslims all living together for centuries.
Right. That's dope.
So you have all type of architecture. Like the people are incredible because they are a mix of everything. They are all mixed, like different religion, different people, different races. Like it's so interesting. Like, and the food is incredible too. Like, yeah, it's definitely a place to go. Like,
what's your favorite meal that you had there?
There was a restaurant. They did like a meal, like it's a veal. They call it hand veal. I don't know. Like, I had that for lunch. It was really good. Like the sauce is like they have special sauce with mushrooms and they can really cook here. Yeah, really cook. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I never been there.
Yeah.
I do plan on taking some overseas trips, especially once it's COVID calmed down a little bit. So correct me if I'm wrong, Europe is kind of easy to travel from country to country, right?
It's not that easy. Like in Bosnia, like especially with COVID, it's difficult. Like they rejected me at the border.
Oh shit!
Because my COVID pass wasn't right, so I had to go through the mountains to a small road to find a smaller border, and the guy didn't care. He said, "Yeah, okay, let's go." And it was last night at 11 p.m. Like 11 p.m. It was like I was in the dark in the mountain on my motorcycle.
Oh, you was.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a journey, man. That's a journey.
Yeah, I like that. I like those type of journeys. It's cool.
Yeah, that's dope. Yeah. So yeah, let's get into some cryptocurrency, okay? So
sure.
Let me see. So cryptocurrency, the first time I've heard about cryptocurrency was around 2017 or 18. I wish I would have bought some Bitcoin back then, But yeah, I heard about it.
Who doesn't?
Yeah, and I was kind of, I did not understand. So then, 2-3 years later, I get wrapped into cryptocurrency. I love the technology, all the possibilities and the way it can make the world better. So I want you, for the audience, could you describe what cryptocurrency is to someone who doesn't know what it is?
Yeah, I think one big misconception is to think it's only cryptocurrency. Like it's the main technology is blockchain, and then inside blockchain you have a very small and tiny part which is crypto. But blockchain is so much more than currencies. Like currencies is just a small part.
Yeah.
The most interesting parts are in the blockchain industry in general. For instance, like all kind of accounting, all kind of legal agreement. Like blockchain basically is just a strong record of anything that can happen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a ledger. They call it DLT. It's kind of decentralized ledger technology. It's a ledger that very few people can write in, or everybody can write in, but you cannot write off things from it. It's like a blackboard.
It's like
a blackboard that you cannot delete. You cannot change.
Yeah. It's like when the Egyptians write in stone. You ain't changing.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep. I got you. Yeah.
And and it's I think how Bitcoin worked, to me, it's still not really like decentralized, really, because you have to sacrifice money and energy to have the right to write on the ledger, but it's not enough, because if you have like big players like countries bringing tons of money in one time, tons of energy in one moment, they can still break the record and reorganize a blockchain. So it's still a risk. So the Algorand, like the RAND of Algorand, the second part of the word, the randomness cannot be broken. This is like thousands of times more powerful than just money and energy, because randomness is an essential component of reality. So when Silver Mikali built a blockchain based on randomness, that's the next level blockchain. That's why when I discovered that, when I read the white paper, I thought, this is not another project. This is the project that will replace all projects because it's based on randomness. But this was my first view, because randomness is essential to the functioning of the world of matter, of energy, of physics. So
I like
and you
that.
cannot break randomness.
No. Yeah. So the
powerful.
randomness. Yeah, and shout out to Algorand, because one thing too that I love was that the community is with Algorand. I feel like the community is great. So I'm happy to I have to check time zones and figure out how I can talk to everyone as well.
Yeah.
But I think that's beautiful. That for me, it makes the world a little bit smaller.
It is.
Yeah, and
especially when I hear you say community and governance, to me it's the song, song you made. I have it so much in my mind, like the community. Like I did the remix, with Gary Gensler. You remember? It was so funny. The community.
The community had to be great, and
exactly. The community had to be great.
Because
so cool.
That's what got me into Algorand. I was like, damn, it's like blowing my mind the way, if you want to learn some information, you can literally just write a tweet and somebody will talk to you. You can hop in groups. There's just that part of that I'm seeing of cryptocurrency, Algorand, blockchain is amazing. It's amazing. Yeah. Speaking of the Fame song, let's get into Fame, right? So I got this thing I'm doing on my channel, right? It's like creating assets that produce passive income. So I see Fame as an asset, that produces some type of benefit, right? Not financial, but a benefit. So can we go in and talk about that? How is it an asset that produces?
Like the real asset is not coin, is not token, is not crypto. The real asset are people. Like when you dig a little bit further, what is an asset? An asset is always linked to some human activity. Like any kind of wealth is linked to human activity. Even gold, you still have to dig it. You still have to find it. You still have to know where to dig, and you still have knowledge. So what Fame is is I bet with fame, I bet on the value of the people, like their brain power. So anyone that has brain power for arts, for like science or technology, or has a heart, like is kind and generous, those people are so valuable that if we have the best community, like that's why there is only like 10,000 fame, because I want the best of the Algorand community at the beginning to have them. And if the community is great, the community had to be great, you know. I like to say this. If the community is great,
Yeah.
then the token will naturally grow in power and value.
Yep.
That's why I
Community
was
had to
so
be
happy
great.
at the beginning. Exactly, yeah. The community first has to be great,
Yeah.
and then we see the monetary value. But we have to put things in the right order. You
Yep.
know, it's not just creating a token. Like I could have created like a 1 billion token and send like thousands to anyone that asked for it. The value is very bad.
Zero.
It's zero.
Yep. Zero.
What
Yeah.
I need to do, zero. Yeah, I need to give it to the very valuable people. So the pioneers of the Algorand community, because Algorand is not easily understandable.
Oh hell no.
Only the great mind that are interested in crypto get why Algorand is superior technology.
Yep.
So the pioneers, by definition, are smart people.
Yep.
That's why everyone that was following me, that I used to follow, when I posted it and they asked me for it, I knew those people are valuable because they could understand the value of Algorand. So those are 700 people, and then I needed to find a way to give it to people that have extra talent, so like art,
Yep.
like great minds, great people. So that's why I came up with this idea of challenges to challenge the people. And the great minds love challenge. Like we love challenge. Like
Facts.
when
I
you did a
love
music
challenge.
challenge, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh,
When you
yeah, and
told
you
me
won.
about it, I was like, oh, I'm
You
with
won.
it. I went that day. I started
Yeah,
making
yeah.
a song that day because I knew
It was so
it
cool.
would be, yeah, it's great. Like you said, it's a challenge. I love creativity. And I agree.
Exactly.
It's basically when you give it to another valuable influencer or person, they're going to run with it. And, they're going to
Exactly.
continue to make it
And they
grow.
make the value grow. Yeah.
Exactly. And then again, because one thing I learned from in history is like from the Black Panther Party and like from Black culture is like the main thing that we need is to empower individuals and then send them back to the community, and then they will do great
Exactly.
things. You know what I'm saying? So
And
that's what fame
even better,
reminds me.
yeah.
Yeah.
We don't even need to take them out of their community.
Excuse me. Yes.
We
Even
can
better. Yes.
you can just talk to them within their community, like
Yep.
with them, and learn from their community. And just by bringing other communities to talk with this person, we will make him stronger, and we will like empower him. That's
Exactly.
what happened with Kingsley. You know? Kingsley,
Yep. Yep.
like he is a root Nigerian guy. Like I talked to him at the beginning. He just asked me at the beginning. He asked me, what is fame? Like why I want somebody. We just started talking at the beginning, and then we started talking about his village, his family, the neighborhood, and he met like we talked to I forgot his name, an Australian guy,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Jesse,
Jesse. Yeah. Yeah. Jesse. Yeah. Yeah. He
Jesse,
told me
yeah.
about Jesse. Yeah.
And this guy, I lost him. I wish I really need to find this guy. He was awesome. He was the guy. He is very very interesting.
Yeah.
And Jesse and I and Kingsley, like Jesse came with this idea like we need to cultivate the world. He said we need to
Hmm.
cultivate the world, and I said yeah. What Kingsley needed was just a little bit of knowledge and motivation.
Yep.
And JC brought the knowledge. I brought like a Discord. I brought other
Yeah, the
farmers to help
Discord
him.
is great. Yeah.
Yeah, because that's where you can channel the knowledge to one person.
Hmm.
And so I channeled the knowledge to Kingsley.
Yeah.
So all the farmers were
Yep.
sending him advices, and he was not a farmer. Kingsley was not a farmer.
Yeah.
He was just like working on the phone, like he was selling phones. He has his
Yeah.
shop,
I
like he was
remember.
selling phones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he said, and we talked together, and he said, we are hungry, like literally hungry. Like
Hmm.
you
Yeah.
cannot work
Literally, you
when
need
you're
to eat.
hungry.
Yeah, you need to
Yeah,
eat.
you
Yeah,
need to eat first, and then you can think. Like you cannot think before
yeah,
eating. Like it's
yeah. It's
not
a great
possible.
quote. Yeah, that he was Kingsley said, "A hungry man's an angry man." Yeah. So you gotta sleep.
Exactly. Yeah, and he was angry. Like he was angry,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
I said, yeah, let's get food first. And when you think about it, it's food first. Like tomatoes, like Jesse knew how to do tomatoes, so he told him. And other a guy, I think it's Hal from the US.
Hmm.
Yeah, Hal, he's still here, and he told him also how to grow tomatoes. And then I told Kingsley, look for farmers around you in your neighborhood because they know the climate, they know the
Yep.
how to work, they have ideas. Learn from the people around you. And Kingsley was just learning from everybody.
Yeah.
And that's what great leaders do. They learn from
Yep.
the other people.
Yep.
And I knew he would become a great leader because he can listen. Like he really understands. And now look at him. Like I'm
Yeah.
so like
Yeah.
I'm
I'm
so
gonna get a
impressed. I'm
follow
so
up
impressed.
with him. I remember they were
Yeah.
this small. Now they're like
Yeah.
giant,
And he
and
had
he
like
has
just the seed.
yeah, and there's so many
Yeah.
people out there contributing. So it's a proven fact right now. It's happening, even
Exactly.
right now all around the world. So yeah,
Exactly. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. I do
So
want to
he's the
say yeah,
model.
yeah. It's a model for sure, and
Exactly.
yeah, and it's like I said, food is important. You know what I mean? I like all the fame challenges, animals, writing. All of these things are
Yeah. Yeah.
important because at the end of the
Yeah.
day, they're all a medium of communication to someone somewhere.
Hmm.
Yeah, and I love
And we
that.
can all do something. And what I like about Kingsley, he never pretended to be like a superhuman. He
No,
just wanted to do something, and he was willing to listen to people, and he was like engaged to help his community.
yeah,
That's it. That's all what we need. We need people that can listen, that are humble, that can help the community, that want to help the community.
yeah,
And we can do that on every subject. Like for instance, you said animals or environment.
yeah.
Like Dan. You remember Dan? Like he cleaned his street with his family.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Dan, yep, yep, yep.
Yeah,
Yeah, big shout out to
those
him
type
too
of
as well.
people.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. That's those are the heroes.
yeah,
Like if they
yeah.
can
The
if they can make
everyday
their
on the street
community
community. Yeah,
exactly. Yeah, we don't need to send a team like the cops. Like to clean or to do something.
yeah,
We need the people within the community to just start doing something, start caring.
yeah.
And when they care and they start doing something, they become heroes. And
Exactly.
what I want to do is to reward them with the fame token because they deserve the real fame, not the TV people that
Yeah,
are famous for nothing, just for showing their boobs or things like that. Like
yeah.
we
Exactly.
want we
Yeah,
want people that deserve to be famous.
yeah, yeah.
That's the
Putting
goal.
in the
Yeah,
real work, something real positive for their communities. Yes, and each
exactly.
one
And
teach one.
everybody can do it.
Yep,
Yeah,
each one teach one. That's what we say out here. Each
yeah.
one teach one. So yeah, I just want to say a big, shout out to you too because like I know what I'm good at. I'm not the best at. I can meet people, but organization, like I was saying, the way you're taking information and passing it is a great organizational tool. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
But
Because you
I
talk to
did
a
many
lot of people.
mistakes.
You talk to a lot of people,
Yeah, yeah.
and
Yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
happens. Mistakes happens. Okay,
Yeah,
let's
it's
talk
hard,
about that.
yeah.
Let's name a mistake you feel comfortable talking about, and let's put this out there for people
Uh
who are doing something similar or who could learn from that.
yeah. I think the main mistake is when you talk to people, you need to connect them and you need to follow up. And it's hard to follow up with
Mm.
everybody. And the mistake that I've done, I thought I could remember everything that was going on, but I
Mhm.
couldn't.
Yep, yep.
So now what I do, I use an app called Xmind. So I chart everything. So I
What
have
was it called
fame,
again?
Xmind.
Ixmon.
Yeah,
Okay,
like mind mapping.
okay, okay.
And I recommend it to everybody
Yeah,
because you have a tree. Or maybe I will send you a screen one day.
yeah, yeah. Send me one day. I want to.
Maybe
Yeah,
offline
offline.
because
Yeah,
there are some partnership I cannot share yet. But
for sure. Yeah,
so there is one like you build trees. So in the middle, for instance, you put fame,
yeah.
and then you have like partners. You have the name of the project,
Hmm.
and you can go further, like sub branches.
Yep.
Here is what we need to do. Here is what we've done, and here is the people that can help. Here's the link, because you can't. No human can remember like so many
Oh,
people.
no,
So
no.
we
It's
need to.
yeah.
We need to write it down, and even meetings like Zoom calls, etc. Like usually, like for with you, we know each other,
Yeah, yeah,
and
for
it's
sure.
a bit like more easy. But usually, like I always take notes.
Hmm.
I always take notes and I save them on this chart,
I
so I
like that.
know what
Yeah.
happened, what did we say. Because to be organized is brings clarity to your ideas. Because you don't need to remember, so you can create new ideas and you can think of new projects. Because you don't need to only remember things of the past. You
Yep.
can go forward.
Use your brain to produce more because you know it's already written down.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
To
And
be
that's yeah.
innovative, you need to have a free mind.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I'm happy you brought that because yeah, organization is something that definitely changed my life. I use my calendars, I use my reminders, and I got to look at it every day, all the time. I got to
Mm,
check in
yeah.
because yeah, it'll slip by you. It definitely slip
Yeah.
by you, and then you don't want to miss an opportunity. That's what I do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And people, because the worst thing that can happen, that happened to me a lot, very valuable people from the fan community, I just forgot to follow up and to say hi and to talk, and
Mm-hmm.
they thought maybe that I was just like going away, but I
Mm.
wasn't,
Yeah. Yeah.
like it's just that, like also I have my full-time job as a teacher,
Yeah.
like, and all the things. So
Yeah. You got a life.
it's
You got
just
your
that
own life as well. Yeah.
yeah, it's hard. My only advice would be like to never think that you can remember everybody. You have to mark everything and to get back to them, because
Yep.
they are valuable people.
Yep.
Otherwise, you lose a great connection with someone.
Yep. That's
And
real.
I've
I'm gonna
lost some great,
implement some more of that.
mm,
Yeah. But yeah,
so many.
nice. Yeah. Okay. Let me check. I gotta see what. Okay. Yeah, because I gotta get out of here soon. Hold
Oh,
on.
okay, sure. We can
Yeah,
do
let me.
another one if you
Yeah,
want.
we definitely.
We can
I
do it.
just wanted to talk about one more thing before we go. Uh,
Sure.
Algo Film Chat, the Sunday Film Chat. I think that's dope. That's a
Yeah.
great
Thank you.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I
It.
hopped in a few times in there. Of course, you see me in there, but I just love there's so many different personalities, so many different
Mm,
backgrounds, and brings everybody together to talk about Algorand. I think that's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's simple, but now with social media, we all have our own radio, TV. Like we don't
Yep.
need to rely on centralized and countries and money.
Exactly.
We
Yeah.
can build our own radio just on Twitter with one click.
Exactly. I love it. And that's
And
why I do this YouTube channel because I
yeah,
know that everyone like so I have my channel is mostly males, right? Younger males from 18 to 40, right? In that range. So I know who's listening. And then I have a lot of American people listening. And then, about 60, probably 70% American people. And then I got people in my community that tap in. So I know that it keep reaching, with other channels. So I love to have guests and talk about these high thought ideas, you know what I'm saying, to
mm,
inspire the community. Because I know exactly
mm,
if I mean everyone needs to know about blockchain in my opinion. Just
yeah, blockchain
just
will
yeah,
change it. Yeah, it's the automation of
yeah,
80% of the current jobs.
yeah,
80% of the jobs today will be automated.
exactly. And I
But
think yeah,
there will be only 20%. The 20% will be the creative one.
exactly.
Who is creative will keep his job.
Exactly.
Who thinks he's creative and he's not, he will be replaced by a blockchain smart application.
Yep.
That's it.
Oh yeah,
Adapt.
smart contracts, game
Yeah,
changer. Yeah. And
that's it. Yeah.
and I think what it does too, again, like I'm hearing things of decentralized Twitter. I'm hearing decentralized Spotify, like music streaming. I think Audius is one, but those type
Mm,
of things again gives us back the control and the power. But yeah, we still all have this big old vehicle and tool to operate with.
exactly.
Yeah.
And that's what we are building with Fame.
Yes.
I don't know if I told you before, but we are building a decentralized social app.
Oh, word. Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Well,
for
that's
Fame.
good. That's news right
And Fame
there.
will be included. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's hard work, and that takes a lot of my time too.
Yeah.
and we have great people working on that. Like not random people, like
Yeah.
great people from the
Yep.
Algorand community.
Yep.
And it's hard, but then there is also like we need the community to debate the governance,
Hmm.
because technologically the technology, it's okay, we have the right people,
Yep.
but the governance, we need the people to decide for the governance. We
Hmm.
don't want to impose a governance, or
Yep.
to impose like Twitter, like
Yeah. All the
a
rules and yeah.
TNC, yeah, all the rules.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
need the people to participate to the governance of fame. So
Yeah.
that's why I tell people, go to the Discord and bring your ideas, because we might choose your idea how to organize the governance,
Yep. Yeah.
like
I mean,
how to filter content, etc.
yeah, and that's very important. Like for example, I invested in a few tokens, tokenized real estate. I'm testing, different things out. Lofty AI, and they sent me a survey talking about governance, about like how long should we hold properties, when we should sell them, what should we do if a tenant doesn't pay rent. All the things that one will have to go
Exactly.
through. Yeah, and I feel again that everybody needs to participate for their own mental understanding, and to
Mm,
actually, like you said, you don't know who has an idea that could change the whole game. You never know.
exactly.
Yeah.
And what we call decentralized is just another word for democracy.
Yeah.
And Jean-Jacques Rousseau, the French philosopher, said that democracy will never happen because there will be always a small number of people that will be free to decide for the other one that don't have time to decide, like to take decisions.
Yeah.
you know so what we need to do now, we can do it technically, we need everybody to participate,
Yeah.
because if I decide, this is not democratic, this is not decentralized.
No, it's not.
We need everybody to get involved into I can put the governance myself, like it's
Yeah.
I can do it, but it's not that I cannot do it or if it's good or bad, it's the fact that it's only me. That's the problem.
Exactly. Yeah.
We cannot have like 20 people, 10 people, or one person decide for the governance. We need everybody to bring ideas,
Yeah. Which means
and we
that.
need to debate
Yep.
every point. So it's the governance of the people. And people ask for decentralization, but they don't engage into decentralization,
Exactly.
and
It
that makes
reminds
it
me.
centralized.
Yeah. It's like DeFi, or people complain about banks, right? I'm like, well, at this
Mm.
point with cryptocurrency, depending on what you're doing, you can damn near bank yourself. You
Yeah.
can get loans, you
Oh
can,
yeah. Oh
but
yeah.
but I always tell people, but the other,
Definitely.
the other side is you now have to take care of your money in your bank. You have to watch, and you are security. You don't have US Bank or
And you have to be
whoever.
super organized,
Exactly.
super safe.
Organized,
Yeah.
safe. And so, but that's the other side. Like you said, with governance, you have to be educated enough to know how to govern. But at the same time, yeah. So I love it. But yeah,
Yeah.
education clearly is the key. And shout
But
out to
that's what empowerment is.
Yep.
When you empower someone, you bring him power by definition,
Yep.
but you bring him also responsibility.
Yep. Exactly.
Like for
Yep.
if you bank yourself, you need to be able to take care of the custody, which is
Yep.
huge, which is a big risk. Like
Big.
Kingsley like did lost his wallet,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know that.
Yeah. He did. He
That
lost
was
his
awful.
wallet. Yeah.
He lost all his algos, like
That's the
1,300
worst.
algos.
Yeah.
He lost like 40 fame.
Yeah.
Now they are burned. Like
Yeah. They're gone now.
it's
Yeah. Yeah.
that was so sad. Like I was so pissed off.
Yeah. I was
And
pissed
but
too.
that's a good lesson too, because it's better to lose it at the beginning than in 10 years. Like
Exactly.
he learned his lesson.
I know another guy too that happened to. Can't
Yeah.
remember. And a lesson learned, because at the end of the day, yes, you can recover over time, but yeah, that does suck. That's not
Mm,
good. But that's
yeah,
a
it's
part
awful.
of, I'll say, DeFi and cryptocurrency. Because this
Yeah,
happens at
it's
the
a learning
bank.
process.
Yeah, so you go to the bank and they hit you with a random fee. We call that education.
Exactly.
You got to pay to play.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah, you got to learn. Yeah,
But that's the problem. When someone helps you, it's double edged. If he helps you, it means he leave you weak.
yep,
He doesn't empower you.
exactly. We need
That's why
empowerment.
Kingsley. I didn't really help Kingsley. I just talk with him, and I bring the people that can help him. But he built himself alone. I'm not here to tell you exactly what to do. When he asked me what to do, I don't know. You are the boss. Like, it's not
Yeah,
me. You
exactly.
know, like it's that empowerment. Empowerment is not helping people. I'm not here to help him.
Nope.
He
Look at
helps himself.
himself. Yep. Well, they say, and I love it. What's the quote? God bless the child that can hold his own. You know, so you get blessed
Yeah,
because you can do what you need to do. But of course, we all need some
exactly.
information, a little motivation, inspiration. But yeah, you got to
Yeah,
do your own work, and that's what I
exactly.
love about
The
it.
research.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then trial and error, like you said about learning organization and works best. The same, man. I've been learning so much over the
Mm,
years about. I'm really into media and so
mm,
podcasting, music, and I like investing. I like technology overall. And but yeah,
mm.
I've been learning to. For me, I do a lot of things. So I've been learning to kind of focus on the few things that I'm
Yeah,
good.
I saw you. I follow you.
Yeah.
Yes, I see
So
how you improved so much because you're not afraid to test and to try. Like I've
exactly.
seen you like trying with NFTs, etc. Like yeah,
Yeah, you gotta try it, and then so what I do, I narrow down what I learned to narrow down, but it's the same skills, and I'm using over and over, in different ways, and like you say, with NFTs,
yeah.
podcasts,
But
all of that.
you said it all. You said it all. It's trial and errors.
Exactly.
You need to try. So you need to have energy to wake up in the morning and to say, I will try that,
Yep.
even though I have no guarantee for the results. And
Nope.
then I will fail. And that's part of the learning process. And that's
Yep.
how science works. They do theories that fail, and that's normal. So you waste a little bit of time, but it's not wasted time
Yep.
because that's part when you take a step back, those errors, you know that this way doesn't work. At least you've learned something from your error, like this way doesn't work. Doesn't
Exactly.
matter. I will try just next to it, and then there will be a new way, and maybe I will fail 10 times. And when someone will try to do something, I will tell him that
Don't
this
do this.
didn't work. Like
Yeah.
we need,
And,
yeah, don't do
yeah.
this. Yeah,
And all you
we need
need,
to
what I
find
learned is
a
just
new way.
one win. You need one win, and then all it was all worth it.
Exactly.
Just that's it. And I feel good. I feel like for me, I feel like just finding out Algorand, learning about the community, cryptocurrency was a win. Like
Mm. Oh
yeah, it's
yeah,
amazing. It's
definitely.
a big
And
win.
it's not. It's just the beginning. Like no
Just the
one knows.
beginning. Yeah,
Like the trading volume of Algorand is so low. Like it's
I
$20
know.
million.
I know.
This is nothing. Like this is like so funny.
Yeah, it's
People
amazing.
ignore completely Algorand, which is
Yeah.
amazing for us
Yeah,
because like we're
but
gonna have
they
like
always, it's like, if it's not all in the media, then they don't really want it. But once it gets in the media, it's already too late. That's like usually how it goes, you know.
yeah. When Algo was at $2, all my friends were calling me, should I buy? Should I buy? Should I buy?
Yep,
Like they all wanted when it was 180, and
yep.
when it's at 60,
They don't want
like they hate it. They
it.
don't understand that it's completely reverse. You need
Yep,
to want it at 60, and
exactly.
then maybe if you want to sell a little bit at 180 or
Yeah,
even
you can
that, like
sell
I,
some in, but
yeah, it's
all right,
people
man.
like it when
Yeah,
it's too expensive. It's so funny. It's like a joke.
yeah.
Like seriously,
Wow.
people are funny.
All right, Bilal, man.
Like
I
Bitcoin.
gotta go. I gotta get out of
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. We need to
Uh,
talk more.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, because we're
it's so
gonna
cool.
keep. Yeah, but hey, listen, I really appreciate you tapping in. I think this was for one great education for the new listeners and for everybody else who already know. They know, so that I think it was a good review. And man, thanks for sharing too and hopping on to the passive.
Thank you.
Work.
Thank you for what all you're doing. You don't realize like long term you're educating and you're helping and you're giving ideas to so many people.
Yep.
And because those people will talk to other ones about, they will repeat your ideas. So you don't know how much of an impact you have on YouTube. It's great. I'm not good with YouTube videos, but you're
Yeah,
great. So that's why I reach
yeah.
out to you. Thank you for
Appreciate
all
it.
what
Yep,
you're doing. It's
for
amazing.
sure.
Like,
So I'm gonna get this posted real soon. I'll tag you. We'll stay in
cool.
contact. Let's do it again.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whenever you
All
want,
right.
brother.
Yep.
Take care.
Peace.
Bye.
Close the deal on new places. Sign a lease, new location, motivated, blue faces. That's why I'm in new places. Know my girl want new dishes. In the backyard, koi fishes. Papaya for breakfast, coffee. We eating on clean dishes.